Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning, everybody. In this chapter, we will discuss about the evaluating system effectiveness. Me, Andi Pratama Ramadan, and my partner Surya Patra Abdillah will cover about the evaluating system effectiveness in information system audit course. So, for the first one, uh, this is an overview about the evaluating effectiveness of system information system. The objective of system effectiveness evaluation is to assess how well a system meets its purpose. Effective means that we can reach our objective, we can meet our objective. There are 6 steps of evaluation system effectiveness. If we want to evaluate, we we should do these steps. The first one is identify the objective of the information system. Auditor must find the objective of each stakeholder in a system because um, different stakeholders can have their own objective regarding the system. So after we can determine the objective, so we can continue our assessing in the information system. The next step is to select the measure to be used. Auditor use quantitative measure like questionnaire, statistic relating productivity, or qualitative measure like an interview and observation. And the third, identify data sources. Data source mean that from where they measure effectiveness. For example, we can obtain from the productivity record, spoilage, wastage, which are produced routinely by the company. So we can identify the data sources. And for obtain ex ante value for measure, it means that the auditor measure the values when before implement the system. So how the system how the effectiveness is run before the new system is implement. And the fifth, obtain ex post value for measure. The auditor measure the values when the system have been implemented. So it means before, after, something like that. And the last, assess the system impact. The auditor comparing the ex ante and ex post value to assess the system impact. Is there any impact to the organization after implement the newer system? So the auditor can assess the change, the difference between after and before and after. So in this term, the auditor measure the change. Is there an impact from before and after? Yeah. This is a model of factor effective factor affecting information system effectiveness. If if you can see in this part, each component indicates the type of evidence auditor must collect to reach global evaluation about effectiveness. By the model, auditor can understand why the system is effective or ineffective. Because in that model, in this model, uh, describe about the relation among the component. For example, system quality will affect information quality. Both of system quality and information quality will affect the perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use. And computer self-efficacy also affect the perceived ease of use and perceived usefulness. And the ending of the effect of of this relation is the information system satisfaction. If the system is good, so the user can can satisfy. The user can individual impact. So it will lead to organizational impact be better, good impact. So it will positive impact to the organization. Next, evaluating system quality. This is the part one of evaluating the information system. There are some characteristic quality of a system. The first one is response system in online system, turnaround time in batch system, and reliability or stability of the system, ease of interaction, functionally usefulness, ease of learning, quality of documentation and health facilities, and extent of integration with other systems. They are some factor in system quality. For example, the user feel easy to use the system. It is part number four is of interaction. So the user can use the system easily. So the conclusion is the user can use the system to accomplish their goals. So it is we talk about the system. Mm. Quality of the system is high associated with the software, hardware software. So the auditor must assess the software because software is the important part in the system. There are some attribute in software that the auditor must examine that. The first one, the history of repair maintenance. History of repair maintenance means indicates the quality of program logic. The second one, history of adaptive maintenance. Adaptive maintenance means it is a carried to alter a program to accommodate changing requirements. The third one, history of perfective maintenance. Perfective maintenance is carried to improve program resource consumption. That is to make the program execute more efficiently. Large amount of perfective maintenance means that the program has been designed poorly. And the fourth, runtime resource consumption. If at runtime an application program consumes resource inefficiently, it could mean that it poorly designed. So the software we talk about the maintenance and the program running. Next, we evaluate the information quality. Okay. Um, there are some attributes that the auditor might seek to measure in the information quality to determine whether the information quality is effective or not. The first one is authenticity, accuracy, completeness, uniqueness, or non-redundancy, timelines, relevance, comprehensibility, precision, conciseness, and informativeness. The focus of this evaluation is to assess the ability of information system to represent the real condition in the organization. So if we talk about the information quality, how the information reflect the real condition, the real world in the organization. The information can capture any real condition in the organization. It is important to the user for the information quality to make decision. Next, evaluating perceived usefulness. Perceived usefulness is the subjective probability of user that the use of a particular application system can improve the performance of its work in an organizational context. The auditor can ask questions in the form of questionnaires or through interview. So in this step or in this part, the auditor must test whether the user perceive that information system can help their job faster or not, help them to improve performance, help increasing productivity, helps improve job effectiveness, make easier to undertake the tasks associated with their jobs, useful in their jobs. So they overall determine that the information whether the information system is useful or not in their jobs for the user. And then we evaluating perceived ease of use. Evaluate the degree to which the prospective users expect the target system to be free of effort. So it means that whether the user can use the information system easily, so they can meet their objective easily, because the objective of information system is to simplify the process. Okay, the auditor must test whether the user consider easy to learn and operate the information system, easy to get the information system to do what they want it to do, can interact with the system in a clear and understandable, flexible in interaction with the system, can quickly become skillful with the information system, and information system will easy to use, because if uh, if the information system easy to use, so the the user can meet their objective effectively, efficiently. The auditor can ask questions in the form of questionnaires or through interview. Okay, that is my part. And then the next part for evaluating computer self-efficacy will continue with my partner.